Hi BBs! I have curated 10 palettes that I am going to be pulling out this season for fall out of my collection. Some of these are unavailable, but maybe if you have them you can pull them out of yours or like find inspiration from other palettes. But most of these are still available. I will link them down below, and let's get started, shall we? So the first palette I want to talk about is the one I'm wearing right now, and I did a video on it. Should be on my channel already. It's the Lucky Penny palette from ColourPop, and like I love her. Let's see if you can really see it. I feel like it came out at a weird time of year. And I feel like lately a lot of people are really not into like the warm toned eyeshadow looks. Everybody's kind of leaning cool tone, but I feel like it's cycling back around. I feel like the warm tones are coming back in. And also I feel like this terracotta like orangey moment is everything that I'm feeling right now. Like all of these. The only thing I don't love about this palette, I feel like this like deep shade is kind of patchy. I kind of struggled with it. It doesn't have the same like creamy texture that the rest of the mattes in this palette do. I know it's kind of an unpopular opinion, but I do kind of like the pressed glitters and palettes, and I do like the sequin shadows, but I know a lot of people don't. So if you don't, this is probably a good palette to pick up. But I really love these tones for brown eyes. And especially this time of year when I want to feel like cozy and like warm and delicious. Yeah, I'm really just like gravitating towards this like colory, like this color story. And yeah, so that's my first palette. Okay, second palette. You fucking know that I had to pick this up. I am like huge Betty Jean fan. Love her to pieces. She inspired me to start my own channel and like really start talking about stuff. She just dropped her collab with Shroud Cosmetics. It's the Halloween palette, and like get the fuck out of here. Like these colors are insane. Her like there's like these like duochrome, multi-chrome situation. As far as like Halloween goes and like all that fall, I mean, you definitely want to grab this if you're like a bold makeup lover, but if you like tend to go to like more subtle things, it's probably not for you. But if you're like me and you like colorful, bold, dramatic like eyeshadows, like this is a winner. And I love how it's laid out. I like these like greens that you can like build up these like super grungy kind of like transition-y moments, and then you can pack on these like delicious like multi-chromes like Afterlife and Black Flame, which I love the names of these, like how cute. And I do have her original one too, the It's Freaking Bats palette. Love that palette too. But I am really vibing with this right now. I feel like you can do a lot of different things, and I've seen a ton of people already putting out different looks with it. You can do just like really like creepy, crawly, like grungy with these like greens, but then you can really do just like toasted fall moments. Like I could probably get similar-ish look, probably a cooler look with like this Afterlife shade. Get kind of a similar like orangey moment, and orange is what I'm really vibing with right now, especially like I said, I have brown eyes. I really love orange on brown eyes, like so good. So good. Okay, so my next palette is formerly known as Muse Beauty. It's from Kylove. It's the Triumph of Venus palette. I can't tell you why. I bought this palette. I have not touched it. Like, I think I wore it one time and it's just kind of sat. I have a ton of eyeshadow palettes in my collection, so like getting through all of them is kind of hard. I wind up, I still am getting out of that like collector's mentality. And so anyways, I picked this up, but now for this time of year, there's just something I fucking love about it. Like, I love these like denim-y kind of blues rather than like the sea green. Like these are very like powder blues, like very sea foamy denim. I love this like dirty brown color. It's really deep. And then of course these oranges and this like little peach color, like I just love it. Now the only thing I would say is that like Kai their shimmer shades are not like, they're not the glittery sparkly shimmers. Like I'm gonna pick up Tide, which is this one, with my finger and just swatch it for you. It's very satiny. So they're like very kind of like they definitely look wet and metallic on the eyes, but they're very like closer to what I would call like a satin formula. And I do really like those really impactful like sparkly stuff, but right now I'm kind of vibing with that like soft satin kind of like moment. So I'm really excited to like pull this out and like throw a couple of looks together. I have 2 Melt Cosmetics palettes to talk about. The first one is definitely a hit or miss online, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to fold backwards. It definitely like, the outer packaging is kind of a pain, but this is the 420 palette from Melt, and I'm just gonna hold it kind of upside down with the mirror like this because it's kind of a turd. But again, like these oranges are everything that I want right now. Like, ugh, I just love it. Like I like the toasty moment, but these greens are really good too. Like they're different. Like they're kind of like, this one's like got a sagey kind of vibe, chartreusey, and then again there's like this like almost like a burgundy kind of brown. It's really deep, but I'm like really into it and I really want to pick it up. The only thing, there's only one shimmer in this palette, so where this palette shines is definitely the mattes, but I really like, almost prefer mattes on my eye shape. And then doing like a shimmery inner corner up to the brow bone moment, so I'm not mad at it. So the other Melt Cosmetics palette I wanted to talk about, I don't really care much about this one. I know, I feel like a lot of stuff I'm leaning toward is really neutral, but it's kind of the vibe I'm having right now. But this is the Rust palette from Melt Cosmetics, and again, I'm a broken record, but I love the terracotta right now, and I like how deep it gets. Oh, over here. I love how deep it gets. I love that you have these deeper shimmers too, so I can do like kind of a halo eye if I want to, and kind of really build that up. I love this Rust shade. Like I could just throw this on my lids and just be happy with that. I love the like warmer marigolds in here. Like I love jewel tones on my eyes too. As far as like, I keep mentioning like brown eyes and stuff, and I feel like I love jewel tones on my eyes. I love pastels. I love doing color, but I really feel like when my eyes shine, it's when I'm wearing like a deep brown with like honey colors or like orange colors. Even a silver, like some of the metallics look really good. Like I said, I wear whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want, because I can. But as far as like making my eyes really stand out, I really like warmer tones. Like I said, you can wear whatever you want. There's no rules. That's just what I prefer. This one is Unavailable, and I'm really fucking bummed out about it. And if like they could just bring it back, that'd be great. Along with Laser Glazer from Kaleidos, because bitch, we all want it. Like Kaleidos, get it together. I'm talking to you right now. Bring back Laser Glazer. It will sell out in minutes. Guaranteed. It's a green highlight with like a bronze undertone. I love it. So good. This is from Odens. It's the Red Dragon palette in collaboration with Judy. I fucking love this palette. This is probably like one of my top 3 favorite palettes. I love red on my eyes. I love red. I am such an edgelord, like My Chemical Romance all day. I love red. I love how deep this palette gets. I love the like multi-chromes. Like even when I like tilt it, you can see like the shift in this one. It's like green. You can tell how like loved these eyeshadows are compared to a lot of other stuff in my collection. I love the random like chartreusey color, and it's not really random because like all of these like shimmers are like green to red. I love that it's got this like honey, like marigold terracotta blended color in there too. I feel like there's so much you can do with this. Like you can do a soft look, you can do a really deep grungy look. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, my next one is another one from Shroud. This is my Arcana palette. Arcana. I love her. Like, I love that there is a paired kind of like matte to each shimmer. This gold is what sold me, and I mean all of the shimmers in here are amazing. The only thing, these are very like emollient shimmers, so you don't really want to use like a glitter eye primer with them. When you do that, they do tend to crease, so you want to use just like a regular primer, otherwise you're gonna have like the creasing, and especially on us hooded eye bitches, like it just, stuff loves to settle in all my little crevices. The mattes in here are delicious, and they're just so different than, this palette is so different than any palette I've seen. Like I said, these tones, I'm gonna swatch this, the green Alchemy shade and the gold Chalice shade, because like you just need to see it. Like, so good. This gold is insane. Like, it's almost got like this bronzy green kind of undertone. I have not ever found a gold like it, and I've never found one since like it. And I'm obsessed. Like, that gold is everything. Like, absolutely everything. Okay? Like, it's a necessity. Not only that, it's got like this, like, God, it's like a rose toned red. Like, just these shades are so kind of just like off from like the standard rainbow, but you get this kind of like grungy rainbow moment. I love it. I fucking love it. My next one I'm going to talk about is from Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is the Fall Magic palette. This one I've also not seen a ton of hype on, and I absolutely fell in love with this color story. It is delicious. I love like these like berries in here, this like tealy green, this like dark brown. Like, you can get really deep with this palette, and these shimmers are just bananas. I love that they threw this like purple in here and this like metallic like lavendery moment. I feel like they have really special shimmers. I'm gonna swatch those two, the purple and the orange, for you. But I feel like they just have really like magical shimmers that are just so delicious. I love them. Keep saying delicious like I'm gonna eat my eyeshadow. I have two more palettes to talk about. They're both from Give Me Glow, and I'm gonna try and bust this out quick because my camera's been overheating and I don't have time to sit here and wait for it anymore. This is the Give Me Glow Vintage Rose palette. Oh my god. For fall, I've heard this described as like a grungy garden, and like it is what it is, okay? This pink, I feel like, is kind of what you see when you first open it, or at least for me. But I love these like, God, I love these tones. Like, I love this like rusty rose color. It's called Rust Rose. Just these shimmers are fucking immaculate. And I feel like just the pairing of like this red and green moment is just delicious. And it's not very Christmas, it's just very like grungy garden. But you can do so many different things with it. You can do, this one is a great blush. This one's also a great blush. I would use this as a highlight, honestly. Like, I love this like coppery color up here. Like, just absolutely delicious. The last one I'm going to talk about is probably the most bold out of this whole collection here, but it's my Bad Witch Club palette from Give Me Glow, and it came out like last year around New Year's, and she's beautiful. Like, I feel like for fall, these like berry tones, this makes a fantastic blush. If you haven't tried like a lilac-y blush, do it. It's amazing. These other pops of coral, like those are really great blushes too, and I feel like because of the pan size, it's really easy to pick up and use these as blush. But yeah, these grungy teals, fabulous for fall. Even this like blurple, like if you're feeling like Halloween-y, like this is just a really great palette for all the things. So I'm gonna wrap it up because, like I said, my camera's overheating. But hit like and subscribe and come hang out with me, because I want to talk about makeup and all of my favorite things, and this is my favorite things. So anyways, love you guys. Have a good day, night, whatever it is, and I'll see you next time. Bye.